Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Monster Hunter World Iceborne livestream. Today we're going to be working on our Brachydios and Furious Rajang builds using their new weapons and new armor. Yesterday we were doing kind of like counter builds and we were farming Brachydios. Mostly Brachydios because I think a lot of his weapons are really good. We picked up a whole bunch of his mantles, I guess that's technically what they are. And we should be able to craft a number of the weapons. I want to get started on that. Additionally, in the Discord server, we have a channel called Builds, and we have a guy working really hard on those. His name is Fan. He's an admin in the server, and we're going to be taking a look at his updated builds over there. He just posted them yesterday, so we're probably going to be taking a look at that, and we'll be using our mantles to craft the weapons and put together some really decent build for you guys. So that's what we'll be doing today, and we'll test out the builds after we put them together. How does that sound? How's it going, artist? Elson says, Gameconomist, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I just slept all day because I worked all night. I have a terrible sleep schedule. I don't know why it's so terrible. Actually, I hate the fact that you go to sleep at all. It's so annoying. It makes me feel so unproductive. So, one more thing I wanted to mention. I updated the emojis for people who are members of the channel. If you didn't know what memberships are, basically it's the same as Twitch subs. And I've set a membership goal of hitting 100 members. If we do this, we unlock additional slots for more emojis on YouTube, meaning I can add more emojis. And I'll show off what those emojis are right now, by the way, the new ones. Let me open up let's see. I should be able to, here it is. So YouTube has its generic emojis, and then YouTubers can add custom emojis that only their members have access to. And I'm going to go ahead and post all of ours in a message here. I'm going to go ahead and click on them all. So let's see, what did we add? We added Quarantine, which features Pepe in like a kind of like a, what would you call it, a hazmat suit in a wheelchair or something like that. It's really weird. I added one of my favorite emojis lately is the self-destruct electrode, so I added that one. And then we have Ryozo Love, featuring Ryozo with the rose on the side of his head from the recent developer diary. And then we have Coronavirus, is Corona time, and it's going to feature the beers. Here they are. So I posted it. I'll post them, maybe I'll post the new ones individually real fast. 1, 2. Here we go. So here's the Pepe one. It's actually pretty small. I'm seeing it now. It's real small. It's hard to see what it looks like. I like the Corona time one as well. I think that they're very time appropriate. And then also the Ryozo Love. So for those of you who are members, I hope you enjoy that. I don't always work on the emojis. Give me some feedback on what you'd like to see, I guess is what I'd like to say. If you see some that you really like, let me know and I will update it. Alright, let's get started with the stream. David says, search around on YouTube. Frosty Bracky is meta for Raw for sure. I've heard that actually Safajiva is still capable of outdamaging the Brachydios weapons, but that they're very, very close. That's what I've heard. I've heard that they're very close. Oh, I was messing around with an optimized damage build for the sticky ammo last night when I was working in private. You don't always see what I'm working on. I'm working on stuff in private all the time. Yep, look at this. Attack boost, agitator, resentment, a little bit of peak, free element, ammo up, true razor sharp, spare shot. So I was messing around with like an optimized cluster bomb build because I was doing research on the heavy bowguns, and the MHW is still the best cluster bomb bowgun in the game. And its sticky ammo is very good, just slightly lower in damage to the new, I believe it's the Raging Brack. Is it the no, it's the Furious Rajang heavy bowgun that has the slightly stronger sticky. But the thing is, the MHW gets 2 shot of cluster rather than 1 shot, which means if you're playing solo, that's a very significant damage boost to your cluster bomb output. And when you play solo with the heavy bowgun, if you're using explosive damage with cluster bombs, that's a big difference, because it basically means you reload half as often when you're running through your clusters. Anyways, let me go ahead and save this over here. Looks like I already did. Let's see what you guys are saying too, by the way. Wash your hands, kids. David Larson, you're very wrong. That's what I said. Aaron finally soloed Raging Bracky by using Safi Ice Dual Blade. Brachydios beats Safajiva in Greatsword and Charge Blade, says Jalen. Allison says, people, please drop a like. He deserves it, if only for his humor and level of exuberance. Wow, that's a big word, Allison. Hibbity hoppity, get off my property. Man, I'm struggling to put in the session code. Des says, like David said, there's not even a 1% difference in damage between Safi'jiiva and Braki, but Braki has a 1.25% more blast than Safi and has a free level 3 slot and natural purple sharpness. It's on the thumbnail. Last I checked, Safi'jiiva beats out Raging Braki by like 2 points of raw damage. Yeah, I would say this about the weapons, guys. So, in my opinion, it's not all about damage. It's about which monster you're fighting, what that monster is good at, what are the hit zones like, right? So if you're fighting certain monsters, having purple sharpness will help you avoid deflecting. On the other hand, you might fight a monster with really bad hit zones for Sever, so that Master's Touch doesn't work as well as it would, so that keeping purple sharpness probably wouldn't be as good as having a large white sharpness bar, which is what you would have on a Safi'jiiva weapon. So it's all about what is it you're trying to do. What if you're trying to do like a wide range build on your greatsword? Who's going to do a better job? Well, I would argue that the Safi'jiiva greatsword is going to do a better job because you can give up some damage to pick up Tigrick's essence. See what I'm saying? And then you can shift off one of the Tigrick's armor pieces for a much higher quality armor piece and be able to fit more skills in, which is really useful. So it's really... I think that the weapons are in a good place. I've really moved away from the idea that it's all about damage. I've really moved away from that. Getting the top 1% of 1% damage. Oh man, this weapon's 1.25% stronger than the other one. I really don't agree with that these days. I think it's a lot more about utility. I think utility is probably the word I'm looking for. Utility on your build is really useful. I also think that the monsters are difficult enough that some defense is usually not a bad idea if you want to have a comfortable fight. Obviously, the people who care about that 1.25% difference in the damage output would be a speedrunner trying to get the very most optimal damage output so that they can shave off 2 seconds from their run maybe. Because those, and then you say that I have the fastest run. Anyways, let's get started. So I'm going to jump over to the Discord. If you guys have not joined our Discord server, there's a link to it in the description. Discord's a completely free service. You probably already are aware of it. It's getting older now, right? Like, it's been out for a while. Who doesn't know what Discord is at this point? We will start with, tell you what, I'm a big fan of the Greatsword. It's one of my more played weapons. I think it's like in 5th place for my most played. And let's see what Fan put together for us here. We're just going to work on this together. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. So it looks like in both cases, he's still using the Safi'jiiva greatsword. In both cases. And I like the one beneath it. What's the difference between the top one and the... Max Deepsea says, okay. So he's got 2 versions of them. A Master's Touch version. And a Max Deeps version, he says. I think they both probably reach purple sharpness. Yeah, he's got 2 levels of handicraft for sharpness. Interesting. Okay, so he has 2 versions of the build. It looks like he has a health boost version and he has a no health boost version that gets slightly more damage. What I'm taking away from this is exactly what I realized when I was doing the armor analysis. And that's, we're still going to run Master's Touch using 3 pieces of the Kaiser armor set, but we're going to be throwing in 2 pieces of the Raging Brachydios armor in order to pick up the Agitator secret. And that's exactly what he's done here. The chest slot and the leg slot go to Agitator secret. And of course, we're capable of getting away with that because the Garuga Greaves and the Raging Brachydio Greaves, they have the same efficiency. And then the chest slot was always up for grabs. It usually would go to Buff Body or to the Rex Brute Tigrick's chest. But now we have this Raging Brachydios chest, and it's really good, and it's giving us Agitator secret. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting this together. Actually, let's see if I have the parts already. Looks like I know which pieces of armor I'm going to be updating. So we do have this, perfect, and we have this too. Okay, or we have the pieces we need to craft it. Let me jump back over to the chat room and see what you guys are talking about. I got so many tabs open, I hope it's not slowing down my computer. Elliot says, how do I become a member? How's it going, Elliot? Yeah, so YouTube should give you an option next to the subscribe button that lets you become a member of the channel. I'm guessing, do we go Blast Attack? I gotta see this. Blast Attack seems like it would make sense. No, he goes with the beta. Okay. That's interesting to note. They don't bother with the blast, huh? Says he reaches Blast 3 anyways. Why is that? If he's going for Blast 3 anyways, wouldn't you just take the Alpha? Let me take a look at this. Where is he putting the blast charm at? Or not blast charm, the blast levels. Charger vitality, charger, blast jewel, crit vitality, crit, attack, attack, attack. How is he fitting those levels of blast in? He's got expert in on the greatsword. It doesn't make sense, actually. Oh, it's coming from the coil. Ugh, I'm so dumb. It's coming from the not Tigrix, the Teostra coil. There we go. When you've got a bazillion names to remember. Okay, here's the Brachydium Greaves. Oops, looks like I was already wearing them. Let's go ahead and put on Master's Touch now. Kaiser Vambrace. Kaiser Coil. Kaiser Crown. Buff chest is going to be... Oh, looks like we already sorted it. Aw, man. My new armor is starting to look like my old armor. I have a bazillion of them, and I'm going to have to start, like, combing through them. Here it is, Brachydium Male. I'm just excited to see you. Look at that chest plate. We need to craft a weapon as well. So he says, no, we don't need to craft it. He says Safajiva's Shatter Splitter still going to be your best option for damage output, according to this. According to this. I think the top build, he goes double sharpness so that you can comfortably stay in purple sharpness. Is that what's going on? I don't know if I agree with that. I think I might not worry about that and just take the white sharpness. Could you look at my build, says Yuki. You know what? I don't do that normally. During a live stream, I don't look at other people's builds because I get too many requests to look at builds when I start doing that. Everyone's like, look at my build, look at my build. So we're not going to do that. But you know what? Maybe we'll host another live stream where I do nothing but look at people's builds, because people seem to have really enjoyed that. I get a bazillion requests. Okay, so we have the Safi Shatter Splitter on. Let's work on... What did he do for the charm? He did Agitator 5 for the charm? That doesn't make sense. You wouldn't need Agitator 5 for the charm. Check in. Maybe this is good that we're doing this. He might have had it seems like he has a mistake in the build. You're getting Agitator from the Brachydium Male and not the Brachydium Greaves, but you're definitely getting it from the Brachydium Male. Where else is it coming from? Wait. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe... Oh, there we go. I got a bunch of Challenger in the armor set. I thought maybe the Brachydios armor set was giving us 5 levels of Agitator already. It was not. Alright, very good. Very good. It looks like he upgrades his charm too. Let's do that real fast. Here it is. This one. Oh, good. We have the pieces we need to upgrade it. Perfect. That's why we were farming Brachydios yesterday. Alright, so that's on. And we have Agitator 7. Very good. Very good. Grab Expert. He does Charger Vitality, huh? That makes perfect sense. Damascus Mail no longer needed. Does he do that more than once, though? Yeah, he does it twice. Alright. What do we got? Alright, Focus 3 is on the build. Let me just look at the skills. He goes attack boost. I don't know if I agree with that. See, I feel like when you're going with if you're going to go with the health boost build, you might as well drop attack boost, because attack boost is one of those skills that, yes, it does increase your damage output, but it could easily be used for a lot of other useful skills instead. So I feel like it's one of those skills where you should be deciding if you really need attack boost. Charger, blast, crit vitality. He has a crit vitality? I don't got a crit vitality. Stinker. Let's see. We're gonna go one more charger. Wait, do I have one more charger? Please tell me I got one more charger. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, we'll just turn this... Well, yeah, we'll just turn this into vitality here. You know what? I tell you what, I'm going to look away from his build now. I'm just going to start putting it together with my own eyes. I think I'm at that point. I'm at that point where I already know what's going on, so we're just going to put the rest together ourselves. It's the easy part. There's crit boost, crit boost. There's a crit vitality decoration? Really? Dude, that's crazy. Now look, we could go recovery up. This would be nice because the greatsword already heals pretty well, and this would give you even more healing. Or we could go crit protection. I actually really like Divine Blessing in this game. I think Divine Blessing is awesome. So we're going to pick up that. We're going to go search for the crit eye skills. Resistor, Drain, Flight, Fortitude, Slider, Sprinter, Refresh, Crisis, Jumping, Iron Wall, Speed Eating, Fungiform. What should we do here? We just need to fill our crit eye out to 3 levels. Two. Okay, so we have room. Wait, how much crit eye did he actually have on the build? He's only got 4 levels of crit eye. You don't need that much. Ah, because of the Agitator secret. How much is Agitator secret giving us? 20%? Oh, that's pretty good. So 20% Agitator plus 50% weakness exploit leaves you only needing 30% affinity. Yeah, I thought of that just right after we were working on this. Well, that says 20% there, though. That says 20%. Agitator 10 is 20%, 20%. That would only go up to 90. Yeah, I'm going to finish out Expert. And then what do you guys think? Maybe Handicraft? Can we reach purple? Let's see if we can reach purple. I don't think we can, but we're going to go for it. Looking for Handicraft. I rarely look for this skill. Alright, let's turn on some different music. I need some chiller music than this. Big fan of this one. There we go. That's relaxing. I like relaxing music. It helps me think. Handicraft maintenance. Alright, let's just see if we reach purple. I don't think we do. No, that's definitely still white. So we would probably need one more level. One more level of Handicraft would probably give us purple sharpness. Let's see what he went for in his build real fast. So he goes for 2 levels of sharpness with his upgrades on the Safi Shatter Splitter. And I don't feel like spending any more Dracolite. Thinking about it for a minute. I don't think there's a way to add much efficiency. We can lose 1 level here. We can lose 1 level of Expert. I guess we could just run anything here. Let's go ahead and run Stamp Search, and we will throw this into Expert real fast. Alright, we're still pretty good on our affinity. And did we pick up purple sharpness at that point? Oh man, you still don't pick up purple sharpness. Well, if I'm not running purple sharpness, I don't think I actually need the Kaiser setup. Think about it for a second, guys. A large white sharpness bar, you wouldn't actually need Master's Touch. Right, this is what I was learning about when we were doing the 10 things you didn't know about Greatsword. The Greatsword is actually pretty good. It's one of the best weapons to not need Master's Touch necessarily. If you're trying to maintain a small sliver of purple sharpness for optimizing damage output, you would run the Kaiser setup, but you actually don't have to do that. Alright guys, I'm throwing the whole build out. We're getting rid of the Kaiser pieces. Let's go with just optimized damage pieces. Actually, no, let's also consider what would be a powerful set bonus skill for the Greatsword. Wide range, defense boost, no, not defense boost, Divine Blessing Secret, there we go. Divine Blessing Secret. We can actually get away with running Tool Specialist Secret, but I don't know how I feel about Tool Specialist Secret these days. I think my feelings for that one have kind of dried up a little bit. Here, let's talk with this guy. This is always inevitably what happens. Inevitably. I end up not wanting optimized damage, and I end up wanting other things. Max Might would actually work with the Greatsword. Appreciation, Joy, Dragon Vein, Mind's Eye, Hasten Recovery, Lunastra, Artillery, Good Luck, Great Luck, Super Recovery, Stamina Thief, Bazoogues, Protective Polish, Mind's Eye Ballistic, and that's it. So I would say if you weren't going to run Master's Touch, you should either run Wide Range or you should run Divine Blessing Secret. Given the slots we have, we can definitely turn this into the Gold Raytheon helmet. We could actually turn it into this helmet right here. I always end up doing my own thing. Let's see, and then the best pair of arms. Well, we have an Agitator attack boost arms there. That's pretty good. Recovery up. Foul Shroud. Tool Specialist. Flinch Free. The best pair of arms. What is the strongest pair of arms in the game, regardless of the set bonus skill on the arms? There's a Divine Blessing right there. I don't think that that's the most efficient pair of arms, though. Oops, that's pendants, my bad. Don't worry, I will return to the chat section very soon, guys. Buff Body. Brachydium Braces, giving it Agitator 2. Agitator 2 and 2 giant decoration slots. Uses a Sharish Fall gem, huh? Blight, Max Might, Part Breaker. That's Digits of an Ogre, huh? Stamp Surge, Resent. Resent, Recovery, Earplug. Ooh, Earplugs 3. It's actually pretty cool how efficient that is if you think about it. If you wanted to build earplugs, that is. All right, let me jump over to the chat section and see what you guys are talking about. Bob says, do you think Master's Touch on the weapon or another attack awaken? Also, what TOPs would you swap out? What? Oh, you mean building Master's Touch on the weapon itself? You could do that if you had like a 3-piece set bonus skill you needed to build. Yeah, you could do that. Immovable Dharma. I love the name. So here it is. So I'm running this. Look, it's a white sharpness bar. And then the rest is attack increase. Actually, we didn't even finish upgrading it. Where should I go to grind higher level decorations? Well, I mean, you could just do your purple investigations. There's the new event quest for, what was it, carved face stones? I think it's carved face stones. Although I think I was doing a little bit of research, and I think you want the level of face stones above that for the very best chance at the rarest decorations. If your attacks awakening are not maxed out, the raging Bracky weapons are going to be better. Yeah, I agree. Keep your Sophy weapons. They're still stronger by 2%. Nice. Finish putting this together real fast. You see, it's interesting. I don't just think that the Sophijiva weapons are stronger. I think they're actually a lot more flexible. You know what I mean? Because I noticed with the Brachydios weapons, you basically have to build Master's Touch. And that's one of the things I'm kind of getting away from that, building Master's Touch all the time, right? Here, let's compare real fast, guys. Oh, cool. So we can just jump down here. Very similar, actually. You get the large decoration, too. I guess let's pick up that last level of sharpness increase. See, we're not going to run Master's Touch. Can you show, per Hunter's Note guild card, how many Sophies you already killed? I guess a lot. I'm pretty sure I did a bunch of Sophijiva runs. Raging Bracky has a low purple sharpness. Raging Bracky has low purple sharpness, he says. Hey, there's Teostra Technique. That's cool. Oh man, just give me sharpness increase 5 already. It's like, nope, let me use all your Dracolites so that you have to fight Sophijiva. Why would you do this to me? Here we are. So that does give you a larger... It's interesting. It does give you a larger sharpness bar at that point. We have Divine Blessing Secret and we have Agitator Secret. Which means this is not an offensive build. This is like a defensive build. Hello, GE Never. How's it going, Chatswood? Chatswood, there's some new emojis. We've swapped out some of our other emojis for new ones. Go give them a try. Go and give them a try. Crit boost, weakness exploit. We do want some crit eye. We have the Challenger Charm on. Let's take the Challenger Charm off for a moment. So we need to fill in 3 levels of Agitator. Oh, there's an earplugs protection as well. I didn't know that. Interesting. How much crit die do we want? That's the next question. Alright, so we're left with a little bit of room. Focus, right? We need focus, actually, is what we need. Take the recovery up. Agitator, earplugs, crit eye, divine blessing, health boost, crit boost, weakness exploit, poison attack, focus, recovery up, special ammo boost. I would like to get focus to level 3, but I don't know if there's anything we could give up. We can give up the expert jewel. That would bring our crit eye down to 3. Earplugs could be given up, but that would bring earplugs down to 4, which would make that pointless. Challenger could be given up too. I wouldn't like to do that either. I think it's just going to stay right there at that. So here's a Divine Blessing secret build for the Greatsword. And we run earplugs because the monster can't interrupt us during TCS. Also can't interrupt us when we Clutch Claw with the Roar either. Alright, let's go ahead and change our layered armor. I just run the same layered armor every time. I really like this one. It's so clean. I love it. I love how simple it is. All I ever wanted was this one. You know what? We should probably have a health regen augmentation. This is me right now. Quarantine. Ooh. Man, we're going to have to go to the Guiding Reef for some of that dragon bone, huh? Man, never have enough, do you? And what about this? So we have the Golden Loon Helm, Brachydium Mail. That's, oh man, we don't have a lot of the Great Spirit Vein Gem. Alright, those are all pretty key pieces of armor. There's no reason I wouldn't upgrade them right away. Whoa! 208 defense? Jesus. From one piece of armor? What was it, 162 in the past? Whoa. Dude, it's like picking up a whole nother piece of armor right there, just from the augmentations. Alright, the legs and the chest for this set are easy choices for augment. I coughed a little and my wife's looking at me like I'm about to die. Sharing that coronavirus with her. These are equally efficient to each other, so the only reason you might swap them out is for defense purposes or resistance purposes. For example, Brachydium is weak to ice. That would be the only reason you would change those. Alright, and you know, you don't have to use the Poison Greatsword. You could use a Blast Greatsword. I'm just using Poison for this case. You could use a Sleep Greatsword if you're playing solo, which is pretty cool as well. I've seen a lot of gameplay where it's a very serious player using like a Sleep Greatsword and doing extremely well with it. You can roll back on the augments, says Jalen. That's right. Hey GE, just a silly idea. With the new armor value from the base, how about a level 7 defense boost build? Yeah, we definitely want to examine that. I want to see how high your defense goes and like how tanky you really are. A lot of people think that defense doesn't matter in this game, but that's definitely not true. For example, I've been playing with high rank armor on my PC account for a while, and I can tell you right now, I get two-shotted easy by a lot of attacks two-shot me because I'm using old high rank armor. And when you jump to master rank armor, it turns into 3-shot kills. And now with this new level of augmentation, probably 4 shots. And if you mix that with defense boost, since defense boost scales off of percentage, maybe it'll turn into 5 shots. Who knows? Anyways, let's see if we can join anyone. Let's see what people are doing. We're gonna help Lex. Saberwolf, Maze, and Lex. So Moxie does not help in that last stage. I'll put on Feline Carver. Give myself an extra carve. There's no reason I should die with this setup, right? I mean, we don't have blast resist, but I don't think we'll really need it. This is what we're running. I would really like to get one more level of focus onto the build. The Agitator 7 actually eats up some of the space that you would normally have. I notice. See, we'd be able to throw that focus on very easily. But with the 7 levels of Agitator, a lot of the skill slots went toward Agitator. Even though it efficiently went toward Agitator, it did take up some of the slots we used to have. Can I do a Charge Blade build? Yeah, I think we could do that. Charge Blade seems to be real popular, so I'm happy to have recently kind of learned how to play it and understand the weapon better. Did you see the Immortality build makes a 1500 defense build, basically have an effective health of 20 or more? No, I should probably make one of those myself. I've definitely... Actually, you guys don't know this. At the beginning of the launch of Iceborne, I did a build where you could leave your controller just resting, and your cat would defeat the monster in the arena. And I was doing this against Brute Tigrex, and it would take the entire duration of the match, but at the end of the match, the Brute Tigrex would be dead. So I actually have a footage of that. I don't know if I deleted it, though. I try to delete unused footage on my computer. But I could probably actually remake that build at this point, because it's probably even better now. Probably even higher defense at this point. An AFK build, a true AFK build. A lot of people are like, oh, you would go AFK with this build, but then, you know, you actually do die. But this was a true AFK build. Come on now. Big loss when you go, my lord GC. What? Bringer Chaos says, it's great that you can get both average recoil and normal reload and still have room for one more mod. Chatswood says, consider becoming... Heh. What? Elliot says, what does it mean when you have the blue and the wrench? Oh, that's a moderator. So Fan is a moderator. Anyone with the blue wrench is capable of moderating. Oh, Chatswood says, guys, if you have a means, please consider to become a member. And he does the Ryozu. Give me some ideas on what you guys prefer for the emojis, by the way. Apparently, I have 73 members. I had no idea. I've set a goal of 100 members now, and... yeah, so there's a decent number of you guys out there. If there's an emoji you really like, just tell me. Just tell me. And you know, as we gain more members, what'll happen is we'll unlock more emoji slots, apparently. Just picked back up the Switch Axe. Do you have any pointers? Go back to the Greatsword. We were having a conversation yesterday about Switch Axe, and I was realizing something. I was talking about, I feel that Switch Axe is in a kind of like a position where it doesn't necessarily offer a unique enough style of gameplay. It's a sever gameplay, and it does have some unique things like the zero-sum discharge. It used to have a unique latch, but the latch is pretty much something every weapon can do at this point. Oh right, we're fighting a monster. Anyways, as I was... Oh, he can be thrown into a wall, guys. Woo! There's that recovery up. Anyways, what I realized is that the Switch Axe, it doesn't have the tackle like the Greatsword does, and it doesn't have the shield like the Charge Blade does. There we go. Good job. Yeah, you better believe it. Oh, I'll watch myself. Ah, too early, too late. Too late. Ah, we hit the first part. Let's go ahead and re-soften the tail. Might be able to get a tail cut. Greatsword staying very helpful. Oh, no. Who did that to me? Did I do it? I wasn't even watching. But yeah, the switch axe, you know, it's like a charge blade with no shield and a greatsword with no tackle. And we were talking about that yesterday, and probably I was not making greatsword mains very happy when I was pointing that out, but it's kind of a reality, isn't it? It's a little bit of a reality. I don't think it necessarily even gets a faster kill time than the greatsword. I'm pretty sure a greatsword, when we were looking at the speedrunner tier list, greatswords were getting a faster time than the switch axe. So it's not even necessarily a case that it's getting more damage for the trade-off, right? I would understand if there was a trade-off, higher risk, higher reward, but that was not even necessarily the case. So if you use Dragon Weapon on a Savage Devil Joe, it will do weaker damage since it has heavy resistance to Dragon. Who has heavy resistance? Come on, come on. Ooh! Oh, we're charging up for this. Oh no. Oh, he mounted at like the worst time. Yep, shock trap. No, come on, man. Now I'm not gonna get any punish on him either. Oh my god, dude. Got it. Nice. Cut the tail. Very good. You gonna get mad. Woo! Oops. I didn't even see that puddle. It's hard to see the puddle. There's so much lava. Let's take this off real fast. Woo! You'll notice we still have white sharpness. Oh, darn it. You'll notice we still have white sharpness even though no Master's Touch. And this is because Greatsword really does not run through sharpness very fast. It's not like we stopped in sharpen. We just don't run through the purple sharpness. Or we don't run through the sharpness very quickly. So then it becomes questionable whether or not you have to have Master's Touch, because you would want to have Master's Touch to maintain a small sliver of purple sharpness, which does give you more damage. But think about your build for a second. You're bringing Handicraft a lot of the time to reach that purple sharpness. You're bringing Handicraft, you're bringing the less efficient Teostra armor set. It's a good armor set, but it's not the most efficient armor set, right? You could probably fit peak performance and attack boost on, right? And in place of it if you really wanted to. Or earplugs, right? So earplugs, we have earplugs on our build, guys. Think about the convenience of that, especially for this fight. So in this fight, in the last stage, part of what makes him so dangerous is that he roars very quickly right before the giant explosion. Oh, hold on. Let me look and see what you were saying there. Oh, snap. I didn't realize I was about to die. Oh, thank you very much, Chaswood. He says, love the new emojis. I'm working right now, so I'm going to be lurking. Stay healthy. That's right, we're just going to quarantine. But only till Easter, because apparently that's all you need. Oh, let's get over to the leg. 1, 2. Ah, oh, we did hit him. Nice, 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 nice. Kind of I want to break his head. The skill Agitator has activated. Come on, trip. Nah, no trip. You know, I think you guys might have seen my latest video, some of you, and it is a counter build with the gun lance for fighting Raging Brachydios. And we actually learned some really interesting things in that fight. He trips rather easily. Raging Brachydios trips really fast after you damage his legs. And we were damaging his legs very easily with the gun lance, long shelling gun lance, because, as you know, long shelling gun lance doesn't rely on hit zones for damage. So the bad hit zones on his legs didn't bother us. So we were tripping him all day, man. We were tripping him like every couple shots, it felt like. It was pretty cool. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. You'll learn a little bit about the fight. We also learned that in stage, the last, oh, that's too bad. Sorry, Lex. We also learned in the last stage that you cannot guard his large explosion without guard up. Travis says, Beppis versus Conk. What's your pick and why? What? Fan says, since you were missing your MHW cluster setup, I'm happy to say that the Brachy Heavy Bowgun is the same thing, just with 2 higher true raw, thanks to Elementless. Oh, and it looked better. I guess the looks on the bowguns won't matter soon enough, though, right? Soon enough, we're going to have the weapon skins, and then you're just going to use whatever weapon you think looks coolest. I'm happy to say the Brachy Heavy Bowgun is the same thing, just with 2 higher true raw, thanks to Elementless. Oh, and it looks better. Really? So, but the Brachydios, did the Brachydios Heavy Bowgun come with 2 shots to cluster? Because that was a really, I've watched cluster bomb speedruns for Iceborne, and having the 2 shots of clusters is really important for your ammo, right? Allowing you to, you know, the base 2 shots is what I mean. Base 2 shots. Let's see if we can join another player. I'm gonna get a win with this weapon. What do you guys think? We stay on until we do all 14 weapons? Wait, I can't join that. Oh, Gary's all by himself. Let's join Gary. I'm having huge trouble trying to get the shield decoration. Any tips for it? Play the game a lot. There's no, there aren't a lot of really good tips. What you could do is when the Greatest Jagras or the names Lavaciath come back, you can farm those, and it will only give you decorations from the old loot table, which might give you a better chance for it. See, that's the thing. We don't actually know how the developers programmed your odds of getting guard up. It could be the case that maybe they've got small, you know, rules in the RNG that says after X amount of time, give them guard up. So it's hard to say exactly what's best, but maybe if you were to restrict your rewards to high rank, you might have a better chance for guard up. Maybe. I was watching a Brachy Heavy Bowgun run yesterday, and he has 3 shots a cluster. Oh, sweet! Really? That would just mean it is a straight upgrade to the MHW then, right? Let me double check. Light break cannon. It says it only has 1 shot, though. Yeah, it says here you get 1 shot of cluster. Are you sure you saw that right? So look, it's 1 shot of cluster here. And then if we scroll up to the Magda, you can see that it is 2 shots of cluster 3. Also, rarity 11 would mean you get probably, well, I don't know. Anyways, so you can see that he's having an extra shot of cluster, right? I don't know if the Raging Brachydios has that. Maybe the Raging Brachydios is affected differently by free element? I can't imagine why that would be the case. Oh, we already ate. Alright, let's get a win against Raging Brachydios, and then we'll move on to another weapon. Let me know what weapon you guys would like to see me work on next. So, because right now what we're working on is a updated Greatsword build that considers Agitator 7. And this is what we ended up with. Health boost, Divine Blessing, Agitator 7, earplugs, poison attack, focus on the build. Gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Divine Blessing Secret. Over time, it's really won me over. Health boost, Divine Blessing Secret. They come together very efficiently. You really do not give up very much. The 2 of them are very efficient. Thomas says, how about you try out Lance with Heroic Secret? I probably won't be playing Lance until they buff it. That's why. I don't know. Maybe I'll try Lance another time. There's like 14 weapon classes, you know. So I rarely have time for all 14. I usually use about half of them, tops. Probably about 7 of them. And so I generally tend to pick the ones that are outperforming the others. That's generally what I do. Fan says weird. Maybe I missed looked at it. Yeah, that could be the case. We could take a look at it. If it's dealing more sticky damage, then it's still a topic of interest, because if you're playing sticky ammo in multiplayer, you probably aren't using the cluster bombs all that much anyways. So if it's doing slightly more sticky damage, that's still a topic of great interest. Decorations are a percentage chance. You can play 1000, you may not even get guard up. I heard about that. Yeah, so here we go. We're going to grab the water mouse. We're not even going to care about the roar. We have earplugs. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, little bee? Alright, second grab. Very, very, very important. Your teammates need this. Oh, he went right between them. Oh, that's so sad. I thought he would hit either of the walls. He goes right down the lane. Alright, well that's how it is sometimes. Oh, sweet! Come on. Oh, too slow, man. He stands up very fast. What a wasted knockdown. Can I, please? Just hit these? Thank you. Oh, my scatter nuts. Grab onto his arm. Wow, that's actually really decent damage. $500 to the leg. Tackle and roll. Oh, that's a knockdown. Oh, what happened? He like flipped around. What the hell? That was so confusing. Dude, he stands up fast. Oh, but we hit the tail for 1,000 damage. Very good. It all worked out. Did I hit the tail again? I couldn't tell. Oh, man, it's so exciting trying to land that last TCS on him, right? That last swing. Alright, he's down. Rocksteady's still up. And we don't care about this puddle right here. Nice, 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 nice. Woo! Good job, good job, good job. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Alright. Well, I don't think if I turned him, anything would have happened either. Because I was on the wrong side of his head, unfortunately. Jesus, dude. Bruh. There's that Divine Blessing secret coming in. Ants. Ants! Get them out of here! We have ants in our condo right now. It's really annoying. Did he go up here? Call me crazy, but I like to be able to move when firing and reloading, so the Furious Heavy Bowgun is for me. The Furious Heavy Bowgun. He said call me crazy, so I called him. Oh, he's just licking his lips, damn it. There's that Divine Blessing proccing over and over again for the Greatsword, it feels like, doesn't it? Oh, not that case. Are we KO'd? Yeah, okay. We're in danger. No, we're good. Is he paralyzed? He's paralyzed, guys. Get in there. Boom! 1,300 damage. Jesus. Oh, what if that hit the tail as it passed by? Wouldn't that have been cool? Oh. Thought maybe he wouldn't be agitated anymore. That's not the case. Okay, so the head's broken. We probably won't focus the head anymore. I have ants in my living room and kitchen. Raid until we choke. I know, right? Frosty says, yeah, I'm hoping good things for Master Rank Kulve Taroth. I want my Kiar water bow back. Oh, man. Kulve Taroth returns. I like the idea of her being an event quest where you can slay her. That's what we wanted in the base game, remember? We all wanted that in the base game. Oh, that was bad. Wait, I don't want to eat that. Somebody healed me. Oh no, I'm running an ammo loadout. That's not good. He's falling asleep. Which way is he gonna fall though? Oh yes! Oh, I was not trying to tackle. Oh no. That's okay. We got both TCSs off on him, so I'm pleased. That was like over 2,000 damage right there. Damn it! All of his moves throw you off if you're clutch clawed on. So I feel that we should. Oh no! I feel that we should save our. I keep trying to use Dust of Life. We should probably save our mantles for the next stage, which I think he's going to go into very soon. Oh man, landing all the TCSs today. Surprised though, we haven't cut the tail. We're gonna land the second shot for sure. Let's see if we can get the third shot though. Nice. Why did I even go for the third one? Doesn't make sense. Raging Brachydaddy in the final stage. Muda, 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 muda. So one of the things you guys might have noticed is that we've been playing this whole time without having sharpen, and we're still about halfway there before we hit blue sharpness. Really important thing to note. Again, means you can actually play this weapon without Master Sight. You would lose a little bit of damage, but it's not like you're going to spend your whole fight in blue sharpness or something. Which is not true for some weapons, like if you were playing the Lance, the OP Lance. Oh, I hit the foot. Woo! I noticed in stage 3, people are really uncomfortable with softening him. I wanted it. Stage 3 of the fight is actually not that hard if you have good health recovery. He's drilling. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 900 damage there. Go ahead and take this off real fast. Let's give himself a good lick. He's like... We'll go ahead and put on our Rocksteady. Agitator wore off. Time to throw him into a wall, guys. That's what time it is. Terror Boy, no! Nice job. Please let me hit the arm. Oh, yes, we got it. And he's gone. Nice job. Easy, easy. Sweet. Gary's pretty happy. Bring back Nursilla and Celta's Queen. Nursilla was actually pretty fun. Phenomenon says health booster out-heals the damage taken from standing in the slime. That's right, health booster is actually not a bad choice in this particular part of the fight. Try out Furious Raging's Insect Glaive next. It's pretty good. Elliot says, TGC, now all you have to do is hit the damage cap and hit more than 9,000. More than 9,000. Lux says, does the skill that negates Heat Floor work here? Apparently it does not. I've not tested it, but multiple people have said it does not. Airboy says you couldn't save me. How do you do that auto craft thing? Oh, so the auto crafting is really simple. In your radio wheel here, you just set up your consumables so that you can consume them quickly, and when you run out of consumables, if you try to eat it, it will then craft it for you. See what I'm saying? So if your consumables run out and you have the ingredients you need to craft more of them in your item loadout, when you go to eat it, the game will automatically craft more of them for you. Yay, we got them. See, look, there's a medium decoration slot right there, medium decoration right there, flawless level 2 decoration, paracoat. So the game, even if you were to play regular master rank, you do have a chance for the guard up decoration. So the question then is, what's more efficient? Going only for the guard up decoration or going for all decorations? Because guard up isn't the only decoration you would find yourself needing. And you know, there's ways to play without guard up. You can kind of learn the moves that the monster has and do your best to play more safe around those moves. But then also, you could build the Uragon armor set for guard up. It's actually fairly efficient, the Uragon set, so it's not perfectly efficient. Hey, mister! Are you carding? That's a sin. You can capture Bracky, but you fail the quest. What? Nuh-uh. Weeb says, neat, thanks. Was trying to figure that out since the cluster bomb thing. Oh, right. Well, I'm sorry. So Weeb's Gaming, with cluster bombs, it's a little bit different. With cluster bombs are not a consumable. And what you can do, I'll just show you, okay? Here, just take like 1 second. You open up your menu, go to Customize Radio menu. And then what you want to do is you're going to choose the slot that you want. Or, well, no, you don't choose the slot. Over on the right side of your menu, you're going to scroll over to crafting. Oops, hold on. What am I doing here? Wow, isn't it weird? When you try to explain something, it actually makes it harder. Oh, you do choose a slot. Okay, my bad. I had it right the first time. So you choose the slot that you want to edit. In this case, I chose the top of the wheel, Sticky Ammo 3. That's the slot I'm editing. And then you scroll over to crafting. So here's crafting. And then from crafting, you'll want to find the ammo that you're trying to craft. So maybe it's like Sticky Ammo 3. It'll ask you, do you want it one by one, or do you want to craft them all at the same time? And then you select that for that slot, and then you're done. And then you need to save your radio menu, or else you'll get lost. Change equipment. Alright, so we're done with the greatsword. You could do blast, you could do sleep. You don't have to do poison. I was just running poison for this case. I thought it did alright. I would like to have focus 3 on the build, but then I would have to give something else up. Did you guys say what you wanted to see me do next? Bob says, what weapon would you use to solo Arch-Tempered Kul'Tiroth with Master Rank gear? Well, she's probably still weak to bowguns. Fan says, try the Furious Raging Heavy Bowgun for Recoil 1, Sticky 3. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, hold on. No, we don't need to be here. Let's see if we can craft it. I might not have the parts necessary to craft it. Actually, maybe what we can do today is we can run against Furious Regime. There you are, Fiber. Raging Brachydios, Furious Regime. And it looks like we're missing the Raging Heart, so we're not actually able to craft this. Tell you what, we'll move on to another weapon, and we'll fight Furious Raging when we're testing it, when we're testing the build. Neil says Gunlance. Gunlance is actually a good one to do, isn't it? Because there's a new wide shelling 7. Alright, for all you Gunlance mains and people who are Gunlance curious. Light break Gunlance, right? It says I never even looked at the Guild Palace Order. Can you believe that? Alright, so we are going to spend one of our mortal reactors on the light break Gunlance. This is a new wide 7 shelling Gunlance. This is definitely one of the weapons to check out. It's looking pretty glowy, pretty sticky. Terrorboy says, what blade? Trage blade. He wants to try out the Trage blade. Hey, mister, are you going to do a Screamer Pod giveaway? Alright, kids. Screamer Pod giveaway. Alright. Let's see what's going on with the Gunlance build. Fan, I'm looking at your builds again, okay? So we have light break Gunlance, and it looks like you're running Raging Brachy Helmet, Raging Brachy. Oh, you're going for the Artillery Secret on Raging Brachydios because you're probably going to have a mixed melee explosive damage build. No crit boost. I'm interested. No crit boost, huh? Wide 7 charged shelling type. Why, you ask? The Brachy Gunlance is no matter for wide. You can also use it to play long style too. It does pretty decent damage. I don't know if I agree with the idea of long style. I would just call it charged shelling, because you're never really going to play like the long shelling Gunlance, are you? The long shelling Gunlance's range is exactly the selling point of the weapon. So you're just, I think what you mean to say is just charged shelling. 290 and a 430 stagger value. Jesus. Normal 7, wide 7, essentially the Dragon for Gunlance. There are a lot of variations. I think I'm going to go with the second build. I notice you're not able to build health boost into that. Is there a health boost option? We'll go for this build here. So let's see, what did you do here? Raging, 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 Garuga. Really, Garuga Greaves on the last one, huh? Gohan. You know, it's funny, I see your build, but I immediately start to wonder, how can I change it? Guess it's in our nature to do that, isn't it? Razor Sharp Charm. Let me look at this weapon. So it's purple sharpness, then white sharpness. I think I have to agree with that. I think Master's Touch is not necessary, but you would want to bring Razor Sharp. I'm trying to remember, is Razor Sharp one of these? It is. Alright, Razor Sharp, so that you maintain the purple sharpness and the white sharpness longer. I was wondering if you could run both Razor Sharp and Master's Touch. So what do you have going on here? I feel like you could run both, couldn't you? No, because you have to go for Artillery Secret. Oh, you're going Artillery Secret. I get it. I get it. You are going Artillery Secret. I crafted it, did I not? Thought I crafted it. Oh, it's the last one here. Okay, I see. We're wearing the chest. We're wearing the... Let's grab this here. Do I not have the coil? I might not have the coil. Let's check. Don't you guys love this music? This music is so calming. I have two builds for light break Gunlance. There's a wide build down below. Yes, I'm taking a look at that. That's the build I'm looking at. Oh, I don't have the coil. Okay, and now we do. Okay, there we go. And then Garuga Greaves makes a lot of sense. Alright, Garuga Greaves is going to be this. Okay. Actually, why do we have Garuga Greaves? We could just do Brachydios here too, couldn't we? Maybe it's the distribution of medium decoration slots versus small decoration slots. Alright, let's start building. Let's do it. I'm probably going to choose artillery first. Actually, you know, honestly, I really do want health boost. Health boost is kind of like a standard for me. If you can't have health boost, what was it all for if you can't have health boost? Focus, power prolonger, part break. Tell you what then, we'll go for a... Wait, how many chargers do I have? I've got 2 of them. We'll go for a charge build. We'll try it out. We'll start out there. Normally I would not do this with the wide shelling gun lance, but we'll try it out here. So that brings in focus. And then we would want artillery. Oh, that's Agitator. Whoops, my eyes deceived me. Here it is. Alright, there's our artillery 5. Agitator, artillery 5, focus, health boost. We gotta finish out health boost. That's protection. You know, you probably would want to run at least the guard up, if nothing else. So we're gonna have guard up. And now we can try to optimize for damage as much as possible here. I think I understand why they put the speed sharpening on the legs for the Brachydio set, is because they know that it's a small purple and a small white sharpness bar, and that perhaps if you were running gun lance, you would bring protective polish. You would consider it. You'd be tempted to consider it. I actually feel like I'd rather have crit boost here. Am I missing something? We got focus on artillery. We're missing magazine capacity. Yep, let's go capacity boost. Oh god, I hate looking for these, don't you? Don't you just hate looking for these? There it is, underneath Horn Maestro on page 4. I'll never remember that. On the other hand, if you're just charging shells... Oh, it's confusing, isn't it? It's confusing. If you're doing charged shells, why would you need any melee skills at all? I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. There's no reason to use your... If the charged shells are doing more damage than your melee attacks, you should only be using the charged shells. If your melee attack is doing more than the charged shells, why aren't we just doing the good old poke shot, poke shot, poke shot? So which one is doing more damage? The charged shells or the, you know, the poke shot? Dude, I'm confused now. He says, well, it will help your worm stake too. I can't make up my mind. It seems extremely inefficient to build lots of melee skills if you're not even going to use your melee that much, because there's other skills to build. Let's go with the pure shelling build. What do we have down here? Garuga Greaves. So we are going to bring these pieces of Brachydios armor because we want to reach the... We don't have to, actually. We could just play... I'm thinking about it. We could just play the Zora gear, but I don't know why you would do that. Zora gear versus Brachy gear. Artillery would already be built. You wouldn't pick up Agitator. Just watched your top 10 hammer you didn't know. I finally know how to do the brutal swing. Oh, very cool, man. Glad to hear that. People really liked that video. Slinger capacity, man. But we can't finish slinger capacity. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm confused with these gun lance builds. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Have there been any I wonder if have there been any clear speed runs with the wide shelling gun lance yet? Let me just check real fast, okay? What I'm having trouble with here is understanding the appropriate attack pattern with the new wide shelling gun lance. I don't see any runs. I do not see any runs yet. So this is like unexplored territory, huh? And you have to have 4 pieces of the armor. Is it the same for Zora? Is it? I can't remember. Does Zora require 4? Let's check real fast. Pretty sure it does. No, it's 3 with the Zora set. So if you're going to do pure wide shelling, why wouldn't you just do 3-piece Zora, 2-piece Silver Soul? The gun lance benefit a lot from evade extender, stamina surge, and constitution. No, gun lances don't really benefit that much from stamina surge or constitution, but evade extender's an alright utility skill. If we're not going to melee with this weapon, somebody tell me why I would need Agitator Secret. I don't think you would need it. Hold on. Let me make a change real fast. There's a Gunlance YouTuber with a good build with new sets. Oh, the CAO Slayer? I know him. Yeah, he does really good. I like his stuff, if you did not know that. He is probably playing with this himself quite a bit, if I had to guess. So what's going on here? Zora, and Damascus. We're going to pick this up. What's going on here is the Safajiva Shatterbuster is able to build 1 level of the artillery secret into the weapon itself. Oops, hold on. We can't do that, so we have to give up something. Probably this chest. Let's go ahead and dump these. We probably have too much artillery. That's right, we do. So we're going to go ahead and dump this as well. Where else is there artillery? I don't think there's anywhere else. Alright, we're at 5 artillery now. Okay, let me go ahead and trade out gun lances. Level 6 wide. There it is, light break. So that there's, he says, so that's where Y7 is right now. Oh, my logic's that on a good hit zone value, you would do poke shell. On a bad hit zone value, you would go charge shell. Yeah, I can see why that would sound good. It sounds good, but really what you would do is if the monster only has bad hit zone values, you would only use shelling. So in the case that that's true, if this is doing more damage with the shelling, then you would take this, or you would take a long shelling gun lance, right? In the case that if the monster has good hit zone values, if it turns out poke shell is doing more damage, you would do a melee build, right? And you would poke shell, poke shell. So it's either or, and then you would specialize in doing one or the other. You wouldn't want to try and do both because it would be inefficient, right? I think it would be anyways. Let me jump over here. So what are we trying to finish out on the build? Earplugs, huh? You don't have to have earplugs. I think earplugs just came onto the build because there was extra room on the build. We do have to have focus. And we are missing that because of the change to the Damascus chest not being on the build anymore. So there's one level. It's one of those little advantages that the Safi weapons has. Charger. Oh, we're using both of them, so now we need to use up this slot. Isn't this like the most exciting stream? 90% build, 10% action. Where are my charger? Oh, come on, man. Am I really using all my charger decorations? So we have evade extender. We can drop that if we need to. Guard up, capacity boost. Guard, slinger capacity, artillery, tremor resist. I almost feel like we should drop the Ironside charm and take the earplugs charm to finish earplugs that way. Alright, so there's the Ironside charm. Here's the earplugs. Earplugs done. And then we still have to build guard, but we can do that with our skill slot, which is easier to do because we have more guard decorations than earplug decorations. So here we go, guard. We're going to choose this one right here, and then we're going to choose this one right here. That's 2 levels. Evade window, constitution, handicraft, and crit eye. Guess we'll go with evasion. So we have level 3 guard, focus, health boost, tremor resist, slinger capacity, which I think the slinger capacity is important for damage output. Artillery is important. Earplugs is really helpful. You don't have to have it. We have evade extender on the build. Oh right, we have evade extender on the build. I think it can stay. I mean, we could drop one. Yeah, let's drop 1 level. Okay, so Iron Wall's at level 4. This gives you the 30% reduction in stamina depletion. So I think we're real safe on the guarding. There's no way we would ever need more than that, in my opinion. We did give up an evade extender for that, but I mean, who cares? Who cares? Not a big deal. Also, the recovery up's not really that useful on the mantles because we don't have this augmented, but we're going to play without it augmented for a little while and see how it goes. Wait, what am I doing here? I think I was going to augment the weapon, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and fight Furious Raging. Apparently we need his mantle. We don't have his mantle. Well, this guy's fighting him for the first time, Gary is. Let's go help Gary. How's it going, Cristiano Ferro? He says, hey, dude, long time no see. Ugh. Sorry, I'm stretching. How do I get earplugs up? I get stunned from roars all the time. I mean, earplugs up is a hunting horn buff, so your teammate would have to bring an earplugs hunting horn. However, none of the earplugs hunting horns are that good. In my opinion. Could you explain the files on switch axes? I'm myself not that familiar with the switch axes. It's one of my least played weapons. I know that people are always wondering what to do with the exhaust files, and I could not honestly tell you what to do with them. Try the Google search, bro. Google search. Twitch here says, I'd recommend to learn to roll roars. Earplugs is expensive. Earplugs is kind of expensive, but here's something that you have to accept with the earplugs. First of all, the majority of players just do not have the skill to dodge roars. Second of all, people who do have the skills to dodge roars sometimes miss dodging it. And the third thing is, and this is something you really can't argue against, for certain weapons that have room to build earplugs, building it allows you to do more damage because rather than waiting for the roar and dodging it, you just attack through the roar. So that's in a whole animation on the monster where you just get to keep attacking. Flame Rule says, I like Part Breaker in my Gun Lance set a lot more as utility than Evade Extender. More breaks means more opportunities to really unload. Also, I want to mention this, by the way, for the earplug skill. When you're fighting Raging Brachydios, he's actually pretty dangerous with his roar in the last stage, I would say. It's like his ultimate move, right? The roar is really dangerous with him. So having the ability to not be stunned before he sets off all his pools, or slime, or whatever you want to call it, I think that's actually kind of useful. Not all weapons should bring earplugs though. In this case, we have it on our our wide shelling gun lance because we're trying to build damage skills, and crit boost, crit eye isn't really going to help us too much in this case in terms of damage output. We've chosen to go with explosive damage because we're not really going to be using our melee attacks very much at all. Alright, time to test out this wide shelling gun lance. You know why I was a huge fan of the long shelling in the base game? Long shelling gun lance did less damage than wide shelling gun lance in the base game, and I still used it. And the reason for that was because the long shelling gun lance had a range advantage. Basically, you would reach the monster where the wide shelling gun lance would not. And I considered that an advantage. So you would give up, you'd give up some damage each shot. However, you would gain the ability to hit a monster who was maybe flying. Like if you're fighting Azure Rathalos, it was easier to hit Azure Rathalos or Kushala Daora with the long shelling gun lance rather than the wide shelling gun lance. And I consider that pretty useful. However, for best damage in the past, you did a poke shell setup with melee. You have poke shell, poke shell, poke shell, reload. There's probably a better... come on, man. I don't have the heat. I don't have the hot pepper. Give me that hot pepper. So hot. Give me that hot pepper. I'm hungry. Carolina Reaper challenge right here. Oh, my mouth is going numb. Let's run over here. Oh, he doesn't have the camp. All right, onwards. Poor Gary. Gary, you gotta unlock your camps, man. You gotta prioritize that because it's so easy to do. I mean, I still haven't unlocked my Raider Rider, and look, I'm one to speak. I haven't unlocked Raider Riders in Hoarfrost, but I'm telling him to do stuff. Ew, Kushala. That's right. We really haven't had to fight Kushala very much. Undoubtedly, the developers are thinking about that and going, when are we going to make them fight Kushala Daora again? So I'm sure they're thinking that. Yeah, that's right. Arch-Tempered Kushala Daora probably will return, and it will be a nightmare. And nobody will care to fight for him. The only people who will fight him will be people trying to collect the Gamma armor, and then they'll be like, I never want to do this again. He will become the worst Arch-Tempered monster, not because he's difficult, but because he is not fun. Okay, let's think about this for a second. We need to actually gather up some pots. Okay, looks like it's going to be slinger bombs. Here we go. Did we really just fall off of that cliff? Come on, man. We fell off the ledge and it knocked us back further. Sorry, Gary. I'd help you, but I'm a little bitch. Come on, man. What's going on here? There it goes. I might try to put him in a trap. I'm never gonna land this. I don't think I have the right traps though. Alright, let's try this again. Oh my god. We're gonna need Rocksteady. It's very important to get these mantles on. Really, really important. Actually, let's throw them into a wall. Duh. Nobody's thrown them into a wall yet. I didn't even notice. So used to people just naturally throwing them into a wall. Oh, that's gonna be it right there, guys. That is definitely gonna be it. Got it. Alright, we're good on that. Yeah, I saw him going to sleep. But I don't give two poops. Oh, Nelly. Oh, they blow up. I forgot. Oh my god, I should have dodged forward. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, that's so sad. All I had to do was hop forward. We were still alive. We were hurt, but we were still alive. That's really bad. Did nobody eat for safeguard? I guess nobody ate for safeguard. I ate for bombardier. Let's take this off. This has been wasted. That's pretty bad. All we had to do was... Oh, God, dude. Defeated by the wedge beetle. Dude, it happened twice. I did not let go of the button. It just does that. It does it on its own. Like, if you don't have a very good... I don't know. There's this weird thing that happens where it will automatically let go of the beetle for you. God, this game gets so annoying sometimes. TGC, what's your favorite weapon? Great question. My favorite weapon is whichever weapon is working really well on the monster I'm fighting. However, I like the weapons to be interactive. Sometimes the weapons don't feel very interactive anymore, and I think that's always a big problem. I'm really enjoying the hammer and the greatsword. Those are two really well-made weapons, I'd say. I think that the bow's pretty good. The bow guns can get a little repetitive, but they're very, very effective. What else? Let me tell you the weapons I'm not enjoying. The lance. The lance is woefully underpowered compared to the other weapons. I don't consider the lance more defensive than other weapons either, because you have to build guard and you have to build guard up. And then after you've built those skills, rather than just building Divine Blessing and building something, something else, maybe maintenance. So you've built guard and you built guard up on the lance, and then you have a slow walk speed and some of the slowest sheath times too. It actually feels very, very dangerous to play with the lance at times. Feels surprisingly dangerous. Woo! Is he gonna kick? No, he's gonna run forward. Oh, those blow up. I keep forgetting. Why are you throwing him to the cliff? Oh, God, that came out fast, man. You know what? I gotta say, tremor resist on the Zora gear is actually pretty nice here. Alright, we're gonna be alright. We're gonna be fine. Let's go ahead and heal. Woo! I mean, it hurt us, but we got him. We knocked him down anyways. Let's go ahead and heal up while our teammates are punishing him. Sometimes you're just gonna have to take one for the team. I'm scared, man. This guy's crazy, dude. Look how you barely get a chance to punish him. Oh, the chip damage, dude. Let's get some dust of life out for everyone. Nice. See, we were patient, and now he's down, right? That's sometimes being patient is good too. What? What is going on? Good damage numbers. Liking that. until we get just a little too far away, and then we have to actually hop in order to get more damage on him. So far, I'm liking it, fan. I'm not, you know, if you're having trouble getting close enough to him, that will be an issue. But since he kind of runs to you, I'm not having too much trouble. Are there monsters that kind of stay away? Yeah, so far I'm not having too much trouble with them. Let's go ahead and sharpen. WTF, Raging is drifting, that's right. Tokyo drifting. Flame Rule says he learned to strafe, you're doom. That's right. He's gonna start strafing on us. I'm bored, I don't know what games to get. I don't have internet. Anyone have any suggestions? Doom's pretty good right now. If you haven't played Doom, Doom Eternal is crazy fun. I don't know if you can afford it though. It just came out, so it's gonna be full price. No, Gary! Gary, you're on your own, bro. Woo! I tried to dodge it. I'm terrible. Turf War? Heck yeah. We'll take all the Turf Wars. Can't even tell if I'm hitting him. Oh my god. Don't do it. Go away, Nergy Farty. I'm bored. Oh, I already read that one. Also, he is on Wide Shelling, which has full burst debuff. What? Full burst debuff? Better not. Ooh, that move looks scary. Alright, so we still have the mantle. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves a fresh pod. We were not close enough for that to land, sadly. Alright, there's our Slinger Bomb. I can't tell, does he still have the pod in him? I bet he does not. Let's go ahead and reload this. We're going to get a fresh pod in him. Oh my god. I didn't even know he was looking at us. Oh, come on, dude. It's already hard enough to get this damn worm stake to land. Imagine being that close. I don't want to get paralyzed. Alright, we got to get the worm stake in. Poor Dahlia. Run, Dahlia! Got it. Oh. I gotta be careful now. Don't do it. I'm gonna throw Gary off. Oh no, it did knock Gary off. Very good. Oh, Gary got thrown off either way. He's limping. Good game. He's limping like a little ding dong. Well, we couldn't stop him. I tried. Suicide Mantle at his finest. So Wide Shelling felt okay. We were clearly doing more damage per shot. I guess we'll wait for him to go to sleep. We're clearly doing more damage per shot. And we were landing most of our shots, I'd say. I think part of what was making it work, though, is that Rajang really does just kind of jump right on top of you. So that was working out for Wide Shelling. think if we were fighting Kushala, I would still prefer the long shelling, because the difference doesn't actually feel too large. But it was clearly there. The numbers I was seeing looked really impressive. For the gunlance, use wide shelling for shell damage and long shelling for charge shots and wormstake blast, right? Actually, the wormstake is better on this charge blade. So this charger blade will have better wormstake. Or actually, what's the name of the different? There's two different terms. The wormstake is the thing that sticks out of him. What am I thinking of? What's the other one? The other one where it just it does the damage for a while. I actually can't remember the name of the move. Here, let me look it up in the Hunter's Notes, because it's one of the things I'm always confusing in terms of names. I should know the names of these things. Total Carb says, what does the pod do on Gunlance? Never tried the weapon. When you stick the pod into the monster, it stays there for a period of time based on, actually, if you brought Slinger Capacity Boost and what pods you have. So it'll stay there for a while, and if you shoot it with the shell, it blows up for like double damage, basically. It was a big buff to the Gunlances. Gunlances used to do pretty mediocre damage. This charge blade will have better wormstake? What? Imagine calling Gunlance charge blade. Oh, did I say charge blade? I'm sorry. You have to use Lance and Gunlance on Kolv because they are both slow AF. You don't have to use Gunlance on Kolv. Actually, I think Gunlance on Kolv is kind of tricky. Yeah, I think Gunlance on Kolv is kind of tricky. Let's go to Hunter's Note. Wormstake Blast, Wormstake Cannon. Okay, so Wormstake Cannon is what you had in the base game. Wormstake Blast is this new thing in Iceborne where it sticks out of the monster and you can blow it up over and over again. And your teammates actually benefit from it too. Don't forget that. Wormstake Cannon, Wormstake Blast. I'm never going to remember that, but that's okay. You don't need to remember it. Yes, you do. I'll put it up here for now. Never going to remember that it's up there. The Great Lance. That's right. Remember the Great Lance? Ah, man, I miss Dark Souls. I was watching some gameplay of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and I'm like, man, they do so good. FromSoft makes really nice games. I can't wait for Elden Ring. I'm going to play the shit out of Elden Ring, guys. This will be a new Elden Ring channel, I swear to God. Put Monster Hunter away for a little while. It's going to be Elden Ring all day, every day. If that game is really fun, I might not even be joking here. If Elden Ring's really well designed, we might be an Elden Ring channel for a while. It just depends on how active Monster Hunter is. If the developers are taking a little break, getting the next Monster Hunter game out, we might be... Maybe we'll do mix. Who says you have to do one? Maybe we'll do a mix. But that depends on if Elden Ring is what I think it is. If Elden Ring's basically their next Dark Souls, their next, you know, that form of game, I'm gonna disappear for a while. Just be playing that 8 hours a day probably. Whew. Man, I could play games all day long, guys. I really do love gaming. Light Break Charge Blade. That's why I get so upset when they're like, oh man, girl gamers. And it's like, you find out they play like some sort of mobile game. It's like, you don't play, you're playing some mobile game and you don't play for like 8 to 12 hours a day. What are you talking about? Girls are gamers too. It's like, I don't know about that. I don't ever meet girls that really play that. Well, I have actually met girls like that, but they're very rare. They're very rare. Not a lot of girls play games like that. Light Break Charge Blade. Attack Sharpness Affinity Element. Impact File. I like Impact File. I'm a girl gamer. Raw Charge Blade. Okay, let's take a look at this Raw Charge Blade build that you put together here, Finn. So, still Safi's Shatter Shield. Best Impact Charger Blade is still the Safi'jiiva Charge Blade with all attack. Close second is Raging Brachydios Charge Blade. The difference is small. You lose about 25 less true raw. So for casual play, use whichever you want. Okay. And I can see you're still doing the change with the Raging Brachydios armor set where you take the chest and the legs. Kaiser Crown Damascus, Raging, Kaiser, Raging. Oh, it's a Kaiser Gamma build, huh? Meme Artillery 5 build. How could I not use the full set? Pretty meme, but not as bad as Sora. It's viable in a way. Anything's viable if you kill the monster within 50 minutes. Anything's viable in that case. True Dragon Vein Elemental Charge Blade, still the same. Useful Safi. Okay. And that's going to be like, what? That's going to be an elemental setup, huh? Okay, interesting. Interesting. So you're using, I noticed you're using the Gamma helmet in all three of those cases. Gamma Kaiser. Very interesting. So it doesn't look like we need to actually update our Charge Blade build too much. Artillery Secret goes on to the build. Not Artillery Secret. Forgive me for the wrong choice of words there. Agitator Secret goes on to the build. What comes out of the build when you do that? Crit Eye? Let's take a look at our old Charge Blade build. What were we actually running on our Charge build setups? People love Charge Blade. So here's a Part Breaker setup. Here's a like full defense setup that you're just probably not going to die with. Although Astral Scarf can probably be gotten rid of. Deep Schnegel, we were running that the other day. It's pretty cool. Okay, so why don't we take this one and give it some edits. The build that we currently have is for fighting Sophagiva. And he is going to be a monster that I don't care to build for specifically. Here's Brachydium Male. And Brachydium Greaves. And you want me to use the old Gamma helmet, huh? We can do that. I remember the first time I saw a speedrunner doing that, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so freaking clever. Kaiser Crown. So here's the comparison, everyone. Actually, why are we running that? Kaiser Crown Beta versus Kaiser Crown Gamma. I suppose it's flexibility. Some skills like Agitator and Resentment give you two medium decorations essentially, right? So if you have Agitator +4, that's 2 levels of Agitator, and Agitator is a level 2 decoration. However, this does not exist for Weakness Exploit, and it does not exist for Crit Boost. So if you are having trouble on your build where you don't have enough medium decoration slots, I could see why you would take the Kaiser Crown over the Kaiser Crown, or Kaiser Crown Gamma over the Kaiser Crown Beta for the Masters, for the Master Ranks. Can you imagine, what is Kaiser Crown Gamma Master Rank going to look like, I wonder? So this is what you're taking, and then let's see. Honestly, it shouldn't feel too different from what we've been running because... I'm just going to drop all this shit. It shouldn't feel that different because I still have Val Solvane on my Safi Shatter Shield. Let's go get rid of that. Should we get rid of it? If we get rid of it, we're going to break the defensive setup that we had with the other one. I tell you guys what. We'll go ahead and let's craft the new Brachydios Charge Blade. And we'll run that instead of this one. And this one will continue to have the Val Solvane on it. Why not? We haven't crafted any Brachydios weapons that we're really using other than the gun lance, so this will be fun. So this technically does lower damage, but the other one has the Val Solvane on it. I think we're going to keep that way. Light Break Charge Blade, huh? Okay. And here, let me jump back over to the comment section. Sorry, guys, I've been busy looking at all my stuff. So let's see what you guys are saying. Bloodborne is fantastic. It is, actually. So for you Xbox players who never played Bloodborne, it legit is probably finer detailed in art than Dark Souls 3. In fact, I was told a lot of the inspiration for Dark Souls 3 was discovered during the making of Bloodborne. Bloodborne has very, very fine details in the art, which I always take that as a sign of intelligence and a sign of artistic ability. Emmanuel says, same, I need Elden Ring news. Sebastian says, I have Monster Hunter World Iceborne, but after 600 hours, I feel like I played it too much since September. Totally understandable, Sebastian. I think that every video game has a sort of life cycle where once the players have learned everything there is to learn, they're ready to move on to a new game, which is exactly why every year we get like 500 new games. So, you know, I wish Capcom was faster at putting out the content. And that's why just the other day I was talking about all this stuff that I would give up to just have a few more monsters. I would give up the room, I would give up all the pendants. You know, I would even give up layered armor. I would give up layered skins on the weapons. If we could just have 4 new monsters right now, like that, like 4 new monsters right now, if you gave up all those things, I'd do it right now. Because you don't learn anything when you put on the layered armor. I think that when you play a video game, the addicting feeling, the novelty, is very often mastering something that you've never mastered before. That's the addicting feeling. That's the novelty of it. And when you're trading that out for like microtransaction content, or you know, people like the skins and all that. I don't know how long it takes to make skins, but at least the room and the pendants never really made too much sense to me, because they're really not that involved with the gameplay, in my opinion. The skins, I guess, can at least make you look nice while you play, but so I suppose you could argue that's part of the gameplay. But pendants were really not needed, and the room is I don't know. But you interior designer, you fashionistas are going to be like, shut up. But yeah, we need more monsters right now, and that will keep this game feeling fresh. Raging Brachydios Furious Raging came out, and it contributed so much to the fresh feeling of the game, and it just feels like, you know, it feels like we're not getting that as much. It feels like it takes forever for them to put new stuff out, and I think what I was saying back then was that's a mistake for them to take so long. You would want to, while you're still early on in your product life cycle, you don't have as much competition, and you've got a large player base, you probably want to pump the content out right then, while you know, until you make a new game engine or set up your new game, right? But every game company tries to do their best, I'm sure. I'm happy already with what we have. I don't want to sound like I'm only complaining. I actually really enjoy this game. I offer my criticism very often. When I criticize something, it's because I love it and I want to see it improve. I don't put it from a perspective where I don't want to see it improve. I'm on Capcom's side. I want to see them do well. So Crit Eye, Crit Boost, Weakness Exploit, Artillery, Blast Attack. Let's get this build put together. Let's stop blabbing. We're probably going to do the Agitator Charm, if I had to guess, without looking at his build. I'm pretty sure Agitator Charm's going to be on here. So let's see, Agitator Charm. That's going to give us 5 levels. It is a new level of efficiency, getting that Agitator Charm, huh? Oh, sweet. Yep, Agitator Charm is on. You guys know we're going to want to run Health Boost Focus. So we're going to get a Health Boost, and we're going to run... We only have 2 of these, sadly. Wish I had 3. But that's okay. We can make do with 2 of them. So there's our Health Boost. Alright, there's our last level of focus. So we have Agitator, Crit Eye, Health Boost, Crit Boost, Weakness Exploit, Focused, and Blast Attack. Wow, we did that really well. So the question is, what do we put on the build now? What do we put on the build now? Because we've already got Purple Sharpness. I suppose we could put a little more Affinity. Actually, let's see what he was doing with his leftover slots. Offensive Guard, that makes sense. Heat Guard, oh, that was coming from the Kaiser set, wasn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, right, we have to have a level of guard. We have to have capacity boost. Let's get capacity boost. I always forget this on Charge Blade builds, because I don't make Charge Blade builds too often. This was a weapon that I was improving at, which I think I have. I think I've improved. Capacity boost. We've got guard. What else? Oh, right, he was doing offensive guard. My feelings on offensive guard are mixed. I feel like it's a skill where it has to activate for it to actually be useful. And if it's not activating and it has a lot of downtime, then it's kind of an expensive skill. But let's jump over to it. Let's see what we can build on offensive guard, because I'm open-minded. I've used it a number of times. I don't know how impressed I am with it. Handicraft, Physique, Evasion, Guardian. Well, we could go Guardian Expert. That will raise 1 level of offensive guard, and it'll bring our crit eye up a little bit more. And after that, I feel like probably I would want to have more guard skills, believe it or not. Probably up to 3 or 2. Where's guard? Here it is. Here's Iron Wall Expert, Handicraft, Physique, Evasion, Evade Window, Iron Wall. Oh, right. So we'll bring it up a little more. So one of the things about Agitator Secret is, even though Agitator Secret gives us a lot of affinity, it is technically not always active, which means there's going to be a while where we run without Master's Touch reaching 100% affinity. Not to mention, Weakness Exploit isn't always active. If we hit a body part where the monster's part is not softened, we will not have softening on that part. And with Charge Blade already kind of going through its sharpness kind of fast because of the shelling, I think that bringing Crit Eye up a little bit more makes sense. So we have Guard 2, we've got Offensive Guard. I think for the last skill, I actually will just do some defense. And we'll leave this open. We can edit these to be whatever we want them to be at another time in the future. So if we want to do something like Blast Resist or something like that, we certainly could. So we're going to have that just be open slots, but for now they'll be Divine Blessing. Agitator, Crit Eye, Health Boost, Crit Boost, Weakness Exploit, Focus, Divine Blessing, Blast Attack, Guard, Heat Guard. We don't need the Heat Guard. Capacity Boost, Offensive Guard, Master's Touch, Agitator Secret, right? Also for these, I suppose these can just stay the way they are for now. We won't worry about that. So there's a pattern in my builds. You guys probably have noticed by now I'm taking both Health Boost and Divine Protection in a lot of setups. And I think that combination is just really strong when it comes to defense. And then after that, probably stop there for defense. But it's a really strong combination. I find that more useful than more damage. Alright, so that's a part break build for Sophie Poopy. What is this? Super defense. What is this? Alright. Better call this ice. Makes more sense as ice. Alright, so we've updated our basic build here. We're all basic bitches now. Let's go give it a run, because that's what we've been doing. Darn it, we should be in the Gathering Hub, but we're not. All that glitters is furious. I never noticed the name before. So we should be eating for Bombardier, but we're actually going to eat for Safeguard because I'm scared no one else will. And I'm going to go ahead and jump back to the chat section now. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Terra is a Solmalian pirate. Sebastian says Hellblade, Glavenus, and a Narga variant. God Terror Boy says I stole it. Kaiser Crown equals Rook Piece. That's right. Twitch here says he pirated the game. Jethro says I don't think new stuff is that easy to just pump out constantly. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Jethro. But that's why I'm saying that if you had to choose where you put your developer time, which you're paying all these developers a ton of money, make sure you're putting it toward gameplay. John says it's not cost effective to just make free content because players want it. Capcom has to compete with the Western game industry. Who cares if they make paid content? Twitch here's got Shuckle. Ah, yes. Lucent Nargacuga, Green Nargacuga, Artillery Cap Boost. I got Capacity Boost, right? Bring back the homie... Oh, this must be older messages. Wait a second, let me scroll down to the bottom. How much was the Knight Layered Armor? I think it was like $15. $15. J Drake says, you forgot artillery. What? Wait. We don't have artillery on the build at all? Oh, no. We got to go back to the drawing board. How did I miss that? I must have had it on the build, and then it must have gotten removed. My bad. I must have had it on the build, and then it must have gotten removed. Silly. Alright, we do have capacity boost. So we're going to give the protection right now for artillery. My bad. My bad. I bet I saw it earlier and I thought, okay, we're done with artillery. I bet that's exactly what happened. So actually, wait a second. We'll drop... Honestly, I'm going to drop the Guardian Expert and pick up artillery right here. And then I'm going to have this last thing here also be artillery. And then I'm going to use these last 2 slots to still build protection. So some protection. There we go. Alright, so that's what we'll be doing now. Artillery is on the build. Thanks for catching that. See, that's what's nice about doing this live. You guys catch it when I don't see something. Of course, when I do it privately, I actually make fewer mistakes. I take my sweet time. Alright. Artillery's on the build. Twitch says, well, time to find 15 bucks. Artillery boosts Savage by 5% on optimal max DPS setup is better to drop it but GC build isn't optimized, so it's still worth it. What? I don't think artillery boosts Savage Axe. What? Oh, depart on quest? Yes. Wow, we have 575 people watching. Can we get a few likes on the stream, guys? I'd appreciate it if you wanted to hit the like button. How you guys liking the live streams? We're at the 2-hour mark, so technically I need to end the live stream. We get a nice large audience here. It's really impressive. What do you guys want for the alert boxes? I'm gonna get some good alert boxes made. I like the new subscriber one. This one. I like it that you guys can see. Look at that. The Gameconomist just subscribed. I like it that you guys can see it when people subscribe. I think that's really cool. But there's also some alert boxes for when donations are made, if you didn't know that. Let's see. Where to test? No, not Super Chat. Here it is. Oh, there we go. I would like to change that. I've been thinking about changing it to be maybe like more oriented toward Monster Hunter or just maybe a little more established than what I have. I feel like what I have currently for the alert boxes when people make donations, I feel like it's kind of all over the place. I want something a bit more consistent and cool looking. Cole says, keep going. We need more. Twitch here says, triple shuckle. Like button fondled for you. Oh, God. Do I need it? Me too? Hashtag. Oh, my God, guys. He looked at me for too long. I think I was raped. 2 in 3 women are raped in college on Tuesdays. I'm gonna get myself in trouble saying stuff like that. Let's run over here. Oh wait, do we have hot drink? No, I do not. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. People are gonna be like, ooh, he's not sensitive. Toxic. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. You can see who is subscribing during your video. Yeah, I noticed that too. I didn't realize that would happen, and then when I went in to edit, I saw it, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to remake the video. I don't know, it was kind of fun. Maybe I'll leave it on from now on. I'll leave it on for certain type of gameplay, like unscripted videos. Some videos are really unscripted. Oops, wait a second, we aren't done. Wow, I can't believe we didn't charge up off of that. I was missing him, I think. There we go. Enzu, no! Oh, he was jumping toward him. We're all spread out. Enzu, run! Oh, can't punish him. I guess we don't have enough guard for that. Probably need guard 5 or some shit. Probably need a ton of of guard. Oh, did we just knock him down? Oh my god. I don't know who knocked him down. I like to think we contributed. We sniped him with that AED, right? The aid. Woo, that's scary. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, snap. He is knocked down again. Oh, thought that would be a guard point. Let's get our mega potion going on. It looks like we don't even have our max potions. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Isn't there a mechanic on Charge Blade block where you get energy for perfect blocking, or did I hallucinate that? Go ahead and stab this guy. Oh my god. Oh, we saved it. Twitch, no! Oh my god. Look at this guy. He's so crazy. Oh! He didn't hit the wall. We're far too out in the open. But, you know, we gotta activate Agitator's secret either way. So, probably mission accomplished on that. It didn't guard. I was going into... Oh, snap. Dude, I was full on running and everything. I wonder, oh, maybe he wasn't aiming for me. Jesus Christ, dude. Ugh. I wonder if we would have lived through I wonder if we would have lived through that if we had had max potions, but I forgot to reset my items. Do you think he was hitting the guy behind me? Look at the guy behind me. Do you think he was aiming for him and I walked in front of it? Or do you think he was aiming for me and he's just amazing and can hit you when you're running? It's possible he was aiming for the guy behind me and I walked in front of it. It's hard to tell though. Usually if you're running, the monster's moves will always miss. Safajiva's got a beam where he aims it in front of you so that you run into it. But that's what Ray Jang looked like he just did to me. Oh my god. Dude, he's tough. I think he's tough to play specifically with the Charge Blade, in fact, because Charge Blade does really well on a large target where your sweeping moves are very easy to land. But on a monster who runs away very quickly, your long commitment on your attacks can miss a lot, I would say. And the long sheath times on the Charge Blade are definitely a disadvantage in this fight. He can hit you while running. It has some weird AI. What? The first swings to the beam combo is what you got to watch out for on Furious George. Rejang has carded so many people with this beam. Alright, we're joining Gary for a hair-raising experience now. I'm just kidding. We gotta fight Curious George, apparently. So we're still going after one of his mantles. His beam isn't the dangerous part. I agree. Generally the beam is easy. It's usually something else that hits you first that gets you in trouble. This is supposed to be my basic build, but it's missing hot drink. I never used the Mega Demon Drug. I just don't. I don't use those ever. Not for standard easy fights. I rarely use Dung Pot, actually. Dung Pot's pretty rare for me to use as well. And you know what I would like to use? More traps. Just sighing. You know, I bet Moxie would actually work against... Here, let's bring it. Maybe it'll save us. Yeah, I think Moxie would work against this guy. Let's play some different music too, by the way. We're at the 2-hour mark. This will be our last fight, I think. What's this one? Oh, that's the actual song. We're going to do the instrumental. I hope the next Arch-Tempered monster isn't a bad one like Kushala or Lunastra. Who knows? We've got all the way until May for us to obtain a Latreon. Dude, that's such a long time, man. This game, you wait so long for one fight. It's crazy. You just fight the same monsters over and over again while you're waiting. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some Doom again tonight. I should do like a nightmare run of Doom. I was having fun with Doom, actually. Look at this guy. Nah, actually, I need to refocus my time and get more videos out. I've actually been thinking about doing fewer live streams to get more videos made. I'm gonna doot Jang to death. Doot him. Whew. My cat's just staring at me. What are you staring at me for, kitty? Blyde says, is the insect glaive as bad as everyone is saying? Not at all. The insect glaive is not bad at all. I should probably play some insect glaive. I think that insect glaive is similar to the switch axe in the way that it's not standing out enough in the gameplay. But in terms of damage, it is doing way better than Lance. It's somewhere in the middle of the pack for damage. Twitch says live streams good though. It's true, but the reality, if you guys didn't know this, the live streams really don't make that much. The live streams, I'm making, you know, I do this for like a job basically, and the videos do pretty well, and the live streams do pretty poorly actually. The live streams, you could compare the rate on the live streams to almost like working at McDonald's. It's really not much money. I just do it for 2 hours a day, but there's a lot of videos to make right now, and I probably should just be working on that. The videos do not make much money. Not the videos, I'm sorry. The videos do make money. The live streams do not make that much money. I gotta hustle. I gotta bring home the bacon. I gotta feed my kitty children. Oh god, I'm scared of this guy. Oh snap. God, dude. I try to take one step to get in close to him, and it's just immediately wrecked. Hunter says, isn't live streaming easier? No editing, no post. Well, being easy doesn't matter. Like I just said, I kind of have to bring home the bacon. So it either brings home the bacon or it doesn't. It doesn't really matter which one's easier. Oh, I do not have any pods because I'm a stinky poo-poo. Oh, that was actually in the beam. Good to know. Did you know that vials are exclusively actually a secondary element? What? can't read that last word, that word you used there. God Terror Boy says my game crashed. Oh no. We will never make it now. It's just Twitch and GC now. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is we're about to lose? Because obviously Twitch is just gonna faint like 20 times. I'm just teasing you, Twitch. I tried so hard to dodge it because I thought we might almost have time to dodge it. What? Woo! He's a mad monkey. That's my cat putting him to sleep. Don't do it! Oh, he's awake. Ah, my god, dude. And he grabbed me. No! Oh, I'm still above the Moxie threshold. We're okay. Oh, we didn't even use it. The cat healed us. Good old cat revive. It's like we never died, guys. Well, now we keep the Moxie, which is nice. It's like we never died. Imagine getting grabbed. Dude, they blew up too. Oh no. Negative Nothing says, get that bacon. Thank you very much, man. That's about 2 bacon. Did you guys notice bacon's actually really expensive these days? More like, get that... What's an actual affordable meat these days? Chicken thigh? Chicken thigh is still pretty affordable. Can't believe that actually guarded something. His Tremor must have a lot of range. Look at that, he jumps to the side to make sure you can't do anything about it. Dude, I don't feel like I can move. What the hell? Good thing he brought damage on that Palico, man, because we're not doing damage. That's what it feels like. Oh, I'm below the threshold. I'm about to die. Oh, we're still alive. Can we get away with the sharpen? Yeah, we got it. Oh my god. Twitch, no! Look, Twitch is half health from one move. Jesus. So much damage. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, you don't get to attack this guy at all. Alright, let's get our Null Berry before we get ourselves killed. Yeah, Twitch has the same idea. We're going to throw him into a wall. Charge Blade feels really bad against the rapid moving monsters. Yeah, it's hard to stay on them. There he is. The man, the myth. God, dude, the moment I touched him, he's like, no. Oh wait, he's aggroed actually. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm dead. He brought me right under the threshold, and then he does his super slam, his seismic toss. Oh my god. I thought that he was ready to be thrown into a wall. I was so wrong. Like we can't eat yet either. Hammer is good for this fight. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to trade out with another weapon. I don't really feel like I'm effective at all right now. What other weapons do we work on? We got heavy bowgun, light bowgun, insect glaive, switch axe, charge blade, gun lance, dual blade, sword and shield. What did we do for the... We did this defensive setup, right? This isn't it. Is it this? Ooh, is this it? I thought we worked on a greysword build together. Weird. Longsword, hammer, RB heal. Here, I got an idea. Where did our charge blade builds go? Let's switch to this one. There's no possible way he could kill us in this one, right? Rampage arms pin is the best thing ever. I disagree. Did he use the seismic toss? We're out of here. Let's grab... Oh man, we're gonna have enough lives, right? That was a nice tempered cart. Don't get grabbed, guys. He brought us right under the Moxie threshold, and then he's like, alright, you're out of here. See ya. Alright, you big stinky. No way you kill us now, right? Cool, cool. Perfect interrupt. No shield. Oh, tremors too. Jesus, so annoying. Let's trade music real fast. Oh, he's coming for you. Look, he got killed you through the wall, man. Oh yeah, look how little damage we took there. Look how little damage that is. That's amazing. Oh man, we are still gonna die. Look at that. Heroics activated. We're KO'd. Our cat's got us. Hey, partner. Oh my god, dude. Can't even run away from him properly. Don't fight him on the ice, you'll get tremored for days. Yeah, it feels that way. Twitch is like, bowgun time. Hunting horn got real quiet. Got him. Oh, really? God, dude. Part's broken. He gonna use that beam. Wow, and it's really not doing too much damage. It's actually really impressive for all you defense boost haters. I mean, it's still very survivable either way. Like, even if it's doing no damage, it's actually doing... Oh, and I'm still gonna die. Wouldn't it be perfect if I died while saying that? Oh, he's gonna go for somebody else. Still alive. Still alive. No, we're good. Oh, man. We're just out of range. Dude. My cat gonna help. Dude. Vicious as hell. I feel like I really am struggling with mobility on this weapon for some reason. Oh, Twitch, you're scaring me, man. I think we're very close to the end, so one of us, if we die, is gonna be all over. What is he doing? I don't think I've seen that move. Ouch. I'm tremored. Who's he going? Oh, he's flashed. I'm like, who's he going after? He doesn't know what he's doing. Actually, maybe it's a good time to sharpen then. Is he firing sleep? He's firing sleep, guys. Ooh. Almost walked into that. Oh, I pushed the wrong button, actually. He's ready to be thrown into a wall, by the way. Looking for pods. Here it is. I'm running over to the wall, because he is ready to be wall splatted, and I have a temporal mantle. So we are running over to the wall, Twitch. What? That still hit me. He hit me through the mantle, guys. Explain. There it goes. What the hell? It didn't start charging the next move. Don't you hate it when that happens? Where is he? God damn, dude. He is really crazy when he's enraged, man. He's actually really crazy enraged. Discovered Kieran. Kieran, you better run, boy. Kieran's gonna get wrecked. I mean, he's thinking he shouldn't be here. Uh-oh. Kieran's like, brrr. Kieran about to get stinkied on. Oh, Rajang's running away. What a little bitch. Not so tough after all. Run over here. Curious George lost his tail and now he's angry as frick. Just buy pork belly and cut it fine and there's your cheap bacon. Oh, good point. Good point. Ow. Dude, the defensive build is really, really defensive. I'm actually impressed. All our health is back from that first hit. He's still dangerous despite that. He is still dangerous. Oh, you're scaring me, Twitch. Imagine if that didn't get out of the range. Nice. Dude, you gotta be kidding me, man. Look at him jump just past it. I don't know, man. Charge Blade is not feeling that effective against this guy. Like, I'm sure with practice, but I actually kind of wish I had, like, I don't know, maybe the longsword. I don't actually have a charge. Oh, he's drilling. Oh, he was drilling. Did he grab me? I'll be okay. I've got Rocksteady on. Can't KO me, can't kill me. Wow, wouldn't it be funny to discover that Raging Brachydios is actually the... Not Brachydios. Furious Rajang is actually the harder of the two fights. Because you would think that it was Furious Brachydios, but actually Furious Brachydios in the last stage is kind of easy. His slime no longer does anything. What? I was guarding! Alright, we're good. You better be careful, Twitch. You got the Nullberry. You got the Thunderblight. The cat's to the rescue, man. Cat's KOing him just in time. Dude. How long have we been fighting him? We've been fighting him for a while. Alright, let's get this hot drink. Muting bots is a full-time job. What? I'm sure Rajang would be much easier with a faster weapon. Why is it not Raging Rajang? Because that would be too good. You're asking for too much. We should have sharpened before we ran down here, by the way. That was my mistake. Can you go after my kitty for a while? Go after my cat for a while. There it goes. Use hammer, says Black Blood. Honestly, I don't know if hammer would be that much easier. I'll just kill him with guard points. Dude, it does not feel like I actually do anything in this fight. He just kind of runs past me a lot. Every now and then I'm just deflecting off of him, right? Dude. He's going after my cat. Let's go ahead and have this Nullberry. Hammer does very well against Furious George. Oh, okay. You say so. Dude, the moment he's done with that move, he just goes straight into another move. He's ready to be thrown into a wall at this point. I'm KO'd. I want to throw him into a wall, but I'm afraid I won't even get a chance to do that. Oh, you can't grab his arm when he uses that move. Oh, he's ready. You know, I'm just going to let him go off to his nest. He's oh, no, I'm not. I was going to say, the temptation is to keep fighting him, but if he's going to his nest, then might as well. Oh my god, what if we lost after that? He's ready to be captured, Twitch. I say we just let him go. Wow, really? That's really super annoying. There he goes. Okay, we're good. Oops, I did not mean to craft one of those. Don't use a longsword against this dude. It's really bad. It's bad. It's really bad. Alright, we'll run up here. Wow, that was a really awful feeling, actually. I don't know if I would have... I'm pretty sure I would have just triple carded if I played that other Charge Blade build. He would have gotten me because it's... The Charge Blade is such a commitment weapon. When you use an attack, it takes a while for the attack to come out, and then for the attack to finish, and then for your recovery frames to be over. And he attacked so quickly, I feel like I definitely would have just eventually been KO'd and then punished into a you know, cart. Actually, you guys saw me get really close, like twice, but I was lucky enough not to cart there. Ridiculous, man. Sticky ammo for the win, though, huh? Twitch says finally. You can use longsword against him. Just saw TDS took him down. How do I custom plate? The perks I want never have fresh meat, so I get little to no perk activation. Let's go ahead and gather all these items. Destroyer Jewel and Crisis Expert. Twitch, you weren't the only one doing damage. The cats were doing damage too, for example. I'm just joking. Alright, I think that's enough for me today. I'm going to go ahead and hop off after this. Twitch says, did he get paralyzed? Who? Raging? I don't know if he got paralyzed. Yeah, I don't know. Charge Blade was not feeling very good against him at all. People are saying hammer. I think that the longsword would be okay against him. What do you think of the switch axe? It's funny. I keep getting a bunch of questions about the switch axe, and I feel that you have the charge blade and you have the greatsword, and they basically do what switch axe does: offer a sever, high commitment sever damage play. But one has tackle and the other has a shield, so I end up never playing switch axe because of that. Use the new Brachydios longsword on him. If the turtle cage dirty, I'm not paying for it, says Normam. What? Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, well, the game's already been saved. Let's go ahead and get the wave going. Later tonight, I'll probably do a card stream. A whole bunch of Pokemon cards arrived. A bunch of booster boxes arrived. So we'll probably open up some cards later. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.